everyone, this is Beth from Art by Bedell, and we are on day 11. Holy cow, is time going fast. And this is the prompt for pocket. I love pockets, I love tags. So the page that we're working on is an 8.5 by 11 coffee stain copy paper that I have already stamped my journaling lines on with my handy dandy little line stamp right here. You could do the same thing with corrugated cardboard, by the way. Just peel off one of the layers and then you can use what's underneath and put some ink on it and get about the same thing here as what I have here. For some background paper today, I have this piece that is by Weathered Textures. And I'll let you know that straight up, I have already pre-inked mostly all of the pieces, so I don't have to say that over and over and over again, nor do we have to stop and wait for me to do it. So what I want to do is, I want to make pocket out of this, so I'm going to add some glue down the center, across the bottom, and up the sides. And I'll just add my art glitter glue, and we'll get that in place. Do we want it in place yet? We may want to stitch on it, so let's not glue that down yet. We will work on it as if it were glued down. There we go. So that's going to be a pocket anyhow when I get that far. The next thing I have are these envelopes that come with Jell-O in them. In the Jell-O box, you take out the Jell-O and make some really cool desserts with it. And save your packages for pockets, guys. Just use them for pockets. Look at that. It's already made. I have applied a little layer of gesso on it so that we didn't have to wait. And then as it ends up, I really probably didn't have to do that because originally I was thinking of putting some inks on here, and now I've changed my mind. When I picked out this paper, I thought, oh, that'd be really nice for the background. Let's add some of that to our pocket too. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these on to our pocket. There we go. And then across the top of our pocket, I'd like to add some lace right there. I'll just put a stream of it right across the top of our little envelope, Jell-O envelope. And the same as for the other side. Now when I'm doing a middle page spread, which is what this is, I've made the middle of my first journal. I usually like to do a full spread all the way across. And so that's why I'm doing 2 pockets today. And then to decorate up those pockets, I have these flowers. They're Tim Holtz flowers. And we'll put them on something like this. I also have to incorporate my number 11. So I think maybe the number 11 should go kind of underneath, and I'm going to stagger them like that so they don't take up so much room. And then let's see, how can we do this? Yes, and then our flower will still look good alongside that. So we'll put our number 11 on next. I have to wipe off the glue I put on the back of that. It went up a little too high with my glue. And then I can add my flowers. Did I mention these were more than probably, I'm pretty sure they are a Tim Holtz product. We'll add the flower over here also. Let's see, I did have some collage elements. I think I want to get it under that number 1 a little bit and the flower. Okay, so let's put some glue on that. There we go. Put those back. I might have to add a little more glue to that. One of them has to be, actually, I think I'll save that for that. I have a word. I'm not sure who these are from, but this one says, every day is a gift. There, that completes the front of that pocket. And then the other one will have the flower. So this will be on the right side of the pocket, whereas that one was on the left. And then we have our little collage element we want to add here. Lift up our flower again. And this word that I have chosen says, follow your dreams. Because the number 11's over here, this one's much busier than this one, but it's okay. There we go. Now, we can glue down the pocket along the left and the right side and along the bottom. in the fold to our page. Let's get the fold so we know where it's at. The pocket will go right here. I love the size of these Jello bags for pockets. They're just a really nice size for the A4 size page. There, now I will take this and I will stitch around it. And I'll be back. So I was going to stitch around the outside of the Weathered Textures paper too, but I decided after I got my stitching done on my pockets that that actually was enough. I didn't want to overdo it with all the textures and different elements that I've added, and I thought that with all that I had going on the pockets that I really had enough. So let's glue this down now. And remember, we're making pockets out of this too, so we're just going to glue the left and the right side and all the way across the bottom and a little down the middle. Get that in place. Press it firmly down. So there we have 4 pockets. We have a pocket here, and then here and here. Now what I have chosen to put inside these pockets are some Tim Holtz cards. I have these little ones that came from a paper pad, and they're going to go in here and in here. And then I have the bigger ones, which is what, a 6x6 piece that came, and they each have one that matches here. So this one's going to go on this side, so we'll have to cut it down about there. And those 2 sides will have to be inked up, the sides that I cut. The backs on all of these cards are light enough to write on, so there'll be some journaling spots for me. And then these ones will go in the matching, I have a matching set here. That will go here. This will go here. And here. Yeah, we must have got some glue where we don't really want it. Here and here. Now I'm really liking that. I think that's nice, but I think our tags need they either need an eyelet or they need a topper. I think on the small ones I'll do a topper. So I'm going to use some of this paper, this weathered textured paper, and a tab I want to make for one for each one of them. I tend to, with my tabs, just make them out of scraps of paper. So I'll just tear a piece. Oh, that's too big. It's too long. The width is okay. And I will need to ink up the edge of those. And I like to add more than one kind of paper when I make my tabs. So we'll see what else we can incorporate. There really isn't anything else that we've added onto our page other than our lace, and I'm going to add that in up above on the other ones. So we would have to be adding a new element. Let's keep it neutral, and let's add some coffee stain copy paper, which would be something that we have back here. Okay, so that's good, and I think I'm just going to staple that on. Keeping our tags very simple. Tim Holtz has done all the work for us, his designers. Journal on the back of that, put it in here. The same with this one. Our work's already been done for us. Now I could take them and I could add, like I did down here, all kinds of stuff, but that's enough down there. Tags are going to go in there. Journaling room on the back of both. And then on the top 2, I'm going to add an eyelet. And it has to be silver because that's the theme that we have for a book, a journal. So we're doing 3/16 inch size. We'll just eye that up on the top of our card like this. Put our silver eyelet down through and then crimp it. Same thing with this one. And now for the tie on there, I'm going to add a piece of this lace that I used, if I can get it through. Maybe just a little too wide. There's one. Okay, and again on these, I'm going to let the paper be the shining star, and that'll go down in here like this. We do have an issue with some glue somewhere being in the way. There. Make sure we put the right ones the right place. All right. But on the back of them, we have to add our thought for today and our gratitude, because that's where we'll be doing our journaling. Although we have lots of journaling space, we could even do one here, save the backs for something else. I think that's what we'll do. So let's use a piece of this for behind our thought for the day. And this is what was left over from when I cut down the papers for the tall tag that we had. I hope you're having fun today making pockets. I think pockets are fun, and there's so many ways that you can do pockets. It's just really amazing out there, the ideas that people have. That up there with that. And then we have this piece left that the gratitude will fit on. It's not very often that I leave a tag, like I would call that unfinished. But today I just felt I had enough down here that I didn't need to add more. So let's get these pages, these glued on. There we go, guys. We have pockets, 4 pockets. We have 4 tags. We have plenty of journaling room. And there is our middle spread layout for our first signature in this journal. Let's put it in our journal, see how it looks. Or on our signature. There we go. So when we get to the center, that's what we have. Now, when I you know, it's getting rather bulky. When I go to sew these, I will take out all the tags. Anything that can come out will come out before I sew them into a signature. It'll be easier that way. Takes away quite a bit of the bulk. So there we have day 11 finished. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.